ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीं अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः
देवाय तस्मै नमः
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिमम्बिके
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तुते।
देवी देवी नमोस्तुते
रोगान् शेषानपहंसि तुष्टारुष्टातु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्। त्वामाश्रितान्नान्न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति।
त्वामाश्रितानां विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिताश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
सर्वा बाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी।
त्रैलोक्येश्वरी
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्। सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तुते।
देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते
रोगान् शेषानपहंसि तुष्टारुष्टातु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्। त्वामाश्रितान्नान्न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति। सर्वा बाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी। एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्। सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तुते। रोगान् शेषानपहंसि तुष्टारुष्टातु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्। त्वामाश्रितान्नान्न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति। सर्वा बाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी। एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्।
मद्वैरीनाशनम्
सर्वभूतं स्थितं यो माम्
सर्वभूतस्थितं यो माम्
भजत्येकत्वमास्थितः
भजत्येकत्वमास्थितः
सर्वथा वर्तमानोऽपि
सर्वथा वर्तमानोऽपि
स योगी मयि वर्तते
स योगी मयि वर्तते
आत्मौपम्येन सर्वत्र
आत्मौपम्येन सर्वत्र
समं पश्यति योऽर्जुन
समं पश्यति योऽर्जुन
सुखं वा यदि वा दुःखम्
सुखं वा यदि वा दुःखम्
स योगी परमो मतः
स योगी परमो मतः
अर्जुन उवाच
अर्जुन उवाच
योऽयं योगस्त्वया प्रोक्तः
योऽयं योगस्त्वया प्रोक्तः
साम्येन मधुसूदन
साम्येन मधुसूदन
एतस्याहं न पश्यामि
एतस्याहं न पश्यामि
चञ्चलत्वा स्थितिं स्थिराम्
चञ्चलत्वस्थितिं स्थिराम्
चञ्चलं हि मनः कृष्ण
चञ्चलं हि मनः कृष्ण
प्रमाथि बलवदृढम्
प्रमाथि बलवदृढम्
तस्याहं निग्रहं मन्ये
तस्याहं निग्रहं मन्ये
वायोरिव सुदुष्करम्
वायोरिव सुदुष्करम्
From verse 29 up to 32, Bhagavan is describing the vision of oneness, a person who has a vision of oneness. We have seen up to 31st verse. Bhagavan says, Yaha Mam Bhajati, one who recognizes me. The meaning of Bhajati we have seen, one who recognizes me. But which type of person? So Bhagavan says, Ekatvam Astitah, one who has a vision of oneness. As such person recognize me, but where? If we ask, the Bhagavan says, Sarva Bhuta Sthitam. I am not available only some special people, but I am available Sarva Bhutani Aham Tishtati. I am available in all beings. One who has such vision, that person Bhagavan says, Sarvatha Vartamanaha Api. Even though that person may do different type of activities, Vartamana means they may do it, but still Sayogi Mai Vartate. That person is never away from me, is always in me. Mai means in me, that we have seen last. That we have seen. यह एकत्वम आस्थितः सन सर्वभूत स्थितं मा भजति स योगी सर्वथा वर्तमानः. That we have seen. What is the meaning of vartamanah? We can take as any gender. That person who is atmagnani, maybe he or she So any gender, the meaning of Vartamana means maybe in different age, start from even childhood up to elderly people, and that person may be in 4 different ashram. Vartamana, maybe brahmachari, maybe grihastha, maybe vanaprastha, and even sannyasi. And the meaning of Vartamanaha we can take as that person may do different type of activity that I have mentioned in 5th chapter. Bhagavan says, seeing, walking, different type of. Still, that person, the vision doesn't go. The vision of oneness. Ishvara is everywhere, and I am not away from Ishvara. In fact, Ishvara is in me, and I am in Ishvara. Both that vision that doesn't go. And Shankaracharya is written, last we have seen, Mai Vartate meaning is Vaishnava Parame Pade, that person. Mai means Vaishnava. And here the meaning of Vaishnava means Vyapakat Vishnu, one who is all pervasive. That myself and that my abode is limitless. Parame means limitless, and the limitless in the sense of any space, any time, and even anything. Vastu Desha Kala Rahita, it's called Parame. And this is me, Mai Vartate. And Bhagavan says, in spite of that person is doing different type of activity, but still that person is ever free. Nitya Muktaha is ever free, and nobody can stop. Kenachit, that person, moksham prati na pratibadhyate. No, any one person cannot stop him. Pratibadhyate cannot bind regarding to moksha because he is ever free. This vision only necessary. I am in everyone and everyone is me. Otherwise, Ishvara is everywhere and I am in Ishvara. That vision, one who has, that person is called Nitya Muktaha, and that person is called even Jivan Muktaha. That we have seen last Sunday. And now last verse. Atmopamyena sarvatra samam pashyati yah Arjuna sukham va yadi va dukkham sayogi paramamaha matah. Sometimes we do say this boy is like a lion. Sometimes we say this girl is beautiful, like her face is beautiful like a moon. So we use that simile. It's called here upama. So Bhagavan says, Yaha samam pashyati. Yaha sarvatra samam pashyati. The meaning of sarvatra means in all being samam pashyati. But which type of vision? Before that, first time Bhagavan says that person is in every being and all beings are in that person. One shloka Bhagavan has used. In another shloka Bhagavan has used that person is in me and I am in that all being. But now Bhagavan has used different type of terminology and he says in Brudaranyak there is a one vakya, one sentence is there, Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Very famous that statement. And Yajnavalkya said to Maitreyi, everybody loves one own self. Everybody loves own self. And the meaning is whatever we love, we always would like to keep with us. Whatever we don't like, we always keep away from us. Because Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Because everybody loves one self. But a person who has that vision of oneness, the meaning of the vision of oneness means I am in every being. So Bhagavan says, how can that person sees every person? So he sees each and every being like oneself only. So Bhagavan has used Atma Upama Yasya Saha. Sometimes we give the simile what I have said, we says this person is like a lion, that much that is brave. Same way, Bhagwan says this Jnani, one who has self-knowledge, he sees everyone, but in which manner I am available in every being. So Atma Upama. So in every being there is only same consciousness, but that consciousness is not away from me. In fact, I am in every being. That's why Atma Upama. I am comparing myself in each and every being. So that's why a person is happy when some favorable condition is. Same way that Jnani is happy, a person who, a different person who is happy, having seen that person happy, this Atma Jnani is happy. If that Atma Jnani sees another person in distress, some is not in favorable condition, that Atma Jnani is also become distressed. Because he sees or she sees oneself in each and every being. That's why Bhagavan says, Sukham va yadi dukkham. He sees each, like we say empathy, we say one word is empathy. We can pick up another's pain or another happiness. All people cannot do, but this Jnani always pick up even Sukham also, and that Jnani can pick up another pain also, because that Jnani never away from that person. Because that's why Bhagavan says, if that person is that category, then Sa Yogi Paramomata. This is the most exalted. The great, that yogi is great. Now here the meaning of yogi means one who has a self-knowledge. That Bhagavan has explained last. Almost same meaning. Generally, people always compare the face of any girl is like a moon. This is a common. But nowadays, one who knows each and every aspect of moon, then said, don't compare anybody's face with moon. Why? Because moon 15 days goes up and then full moon will come. After full moon, then it decreases and new moon will come. Same way, that lady or that girl may have moods like ups and downs, like that moon goes up and then go down. So that person would like to describe that girl as a moody. It's not good. Same way, that moon has craters inside. We can see the craters. Same in the face of that lady may be craters. Generally, we always say now it is not useful nowadays. We should not compare anybody's face with moon, because they always see some defects in moon. It's called upama. Same way, this Gnani is always comparing oneself in each and every being, because I am available in each and every being. It's called Atma Upama. Yasya Saha. It's called Atma Upamyena. So I didn't write anything, but I have already taken the Bhashyam of Shankaracharya. What I have taken was Bhashyam. So I have written, the Anvaya is Yaha Pashyati, a person who sees Sarvatra, means in Sarva Bhutana, Sarva Bhuteshu, what that person sees, either happiness or any pain. That person, how that sees, Atma Aupamyena. There is a one word, Upama, means comparison. But he compare oneself in all being. And one whose mind is like that, it's called Aupamya. Upamayaha bhavaha Aupamya. So Shankaracharya is written, let's see, Atma Upamyena Atma. So that person is comparing oneself, not anyone else. So Atma Swayam Eva Upamiyate. One who's compared oneself is called Atma Upamyena. So Upamiyate means comparing. Iti upama, that is called comparison. What we say, simile, whatever. Tasyaha upamayaha bhavaha. The quality of that comparison is called aupamyam. There is a one shenj pratyaya is added in upama and becomes vritti and becomes au, but it's called aupamya. So aupamya means one who has a mind, one who has a quality to compare oneself in all being is called aupamya. Atma aupamya. And Bhagwan says, Shankaracharya says, Tena atmaupamyena. From that who is comparing oneself in all being, he says sarvatra, means in all being. Sarva bhuteshu samam. The meaning is tulyam. Samam is not any, but tulyam is not given. Pashyati, one who says everything same in each and same way, vision of oneness. Yaha Arjuna. And what does that person see? So Bhagwan says, Shankaracharya ji, Saha kim samam pashyati. That person, what does he see? Everything same in all being. So what he is thinking or what his mental, mental disposition, Shankaracharya ji says, what he is or she is thinking, yatha mama sukham ishtam. I always love, I desired, sukham is most desired to me. So ishtam means I like, mama sukham, my happiness is ishtam. I love my happiness. Tatha sarva praninam sukham api anukulameva. I love each and every being should be happy only. Anukulam. Here va shabda is used 2 times. Va and va. Shankaracharya ji said, this va, actually the meaning of va means or, different. But he says the meaning of va shabda is and, cha arthe. Sukhancha, dukhancha. In spite of Bhagwan has written dukham va sukham va. So we should take va shabda as the end. And again, Shankaracharya is explained, yatcha dukkham mama pratikulam. Anishtam, yatha, just as any pain is I don't like, pratikulam, it totally opposite me, anishtam is not desirable. I don't like any pain comes to me. It is not desirable. Any pain is not desirable for me. Same way, sarva praninam dukkha. If I see any being in pain, so is also anishtam pratikulam. That person also feel unhappy having seen another's pain. That person's become happy having seen another people is happy. So that's why he compared oneself in each and every being. Iti eva, Shankaracharya says, iti evam atmaupamyena, having compared, having oneself, sukhe dukkhe means anukula, favorable, pratikule, which is not favorable, each tulyataya sarva bhuteshu is not for oneself, but he is saying each and every being. Sarva bhuteshu samam pashyati. Everything is even for me. Everything is same for that person. Such person, one whose mind is like that, he can never hurt anyone. That's why Shankaracharya says, nakasyachit pratikulam acharati ahinsakaha iti arthaha. That person he cannot, physically he cannot hurt, but even that person, pratikulam, he never goes against any person or any people because he is a follower of ahimsa. He is ahinsaka. We can hurt people either physically, we can hurt people with our words, and even through our mind also, we can hurt the people. But this Jnani, Tulyataya samam sarva bhuteshu pashyati. He sees each and every person is me only. Myself is available in every being. And just like I love Atmanastu Kamaya Sarvam Priyam Bhavati, same way I love each and everybody's happiness and I can pick up everybody's pain. That's why that person cannot hurt anyone. Ahinsaka. Bhagavan says, Pratikulam, this na we have to pick up, na acharati. That person never behave anybody against. That's why he is ahinsaka. There is a one in Taittiriya Upanishad also, in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad also, there is a one very famous statement. Dvaitat bhayam bhavati. There is a, when there is a duality, then we have fear. Because even in a Chandogya, I think it given, when we see, when we start seeing, like what we are saying now, all are different, people are different, then we start comparison, then we have some anger, when we have some jealousy. That's why bhayam bhavati. That's why we have fear. That person can hurt me, that person can down me, anything we can start thinking. But if we are seeing each and every person is not away from main thing, myself is available in each and every being, that person is always out of fear. It doesn't mean other people cannot hurt that Jnani, but that Jnani never feels, I am hurt. Otherwise, always people say, that person knows, okay, I am Jnani, but other people, they don't know, no? This person is Jnani. So he has to be careful. So this statement is that is out of ignorance only. Jnani always see each and every people are me only. It doesn't mean ignorant people starts same honor to that Jnani. They may behave different manner, but still it never hurt by this Jnani. You know, there is a one story Chinmayananda used to say, that caterpillar, when people starts thinking, one boy starts thinking, I am a caterpillar. So it never goes out. There are many birds are available. They can pick up me. I can be food of any birds. So he never goes out. And in one corner he used to sit. Then all relative of that boy took this boy up to psychiatrist, and psychiatrist starts, one by one sittings to tell him, okay, you are not caterpillar, you are a human being, you are a boy. So what that doctor has done, he took one mirror and he took one caterpillar also. Then he says, you see your face in mirror. Then that boy has seen his face in mirror. There's, who are you? Says, I am this. In mirror, who is up here is me only. Then nearby, he has just hanged that small caterpillar. And he says, what is this? Then he says, this is a caterpillar, that boy says. So any similarity between you and caterpillar? Then boy says, no. This exercise has been done for 6 months. Doctor did for this boy. And now he said to all their relatives, now this boy is okay. Yes, now he's totally out of this his misconception, I am caterpillar. Let him go alone in the street. So doctor says it should start from this clinic only. Let him go out. Then their relative says, okay. Then boy just went outside. And this clinic also surrounding many trees were there. In trees, there are many birds were chirping. Having heard that voice of bird, again, he just went down inside the clinic and he went to doctor. He says, birds are there. They are making noise. Then doctor said, what's the problem? You know, you are not caterpillar. Let them chirp. Let them do what they were like. Then boy says, I know. He says, I know I am not caterpillar. but they don't know I'm not caterpillar. They take me up. Same way, what Chinmayananda used to say, same way we say, I know I'm Brahman, but other people, they don't know I'm not Brahman, I'm Brahman or not. They can be anything like me. So it is not Jnanam. Same way, because Dvaitat Bhayam Bhavati. So when person knows each and every people is nothing but me only, then there is no fear. That's why Bhagavan, he says that person is ahimsakaha. And same way in Taittiriya Upanishad also there is a one line, Uteva antaram kurute atha tasya bhayam bhavati. If you are little bit distance from other person, then you start fear from that person. Uteva, even little bit even. Uteva antaram kurute, you keep distance. That's why Pujya Swamiji used to tell, that's why Arjun was very fearful, having seen that, Bhagavan's Vishwarup Darshana. Why he become? Because he has asked, he prayed Bhagavan, I would like to see your Vishwarupa. Bhagavan has shown his all total form, but why he was afraid? Because he used to see himself away from Ishvara. I am away from Ishvara, I am Jiva, and Krishna is all. That gives fear, because I'm always different. But that person never feels. Says Jnani is always samam drashti. That person is always happy in any situation, because that is not like caterpillar boy. Because he knows I am everything. I am not away from each and every human. He says Shankaracharya ji, Yaha evam ahimsakaha samyak darshana nishtha. This person who doesn't have one who cannot hurt anybody. And why he cannot hurt? Because he is committed to the vision of sameness. It's called Samyak Darshana Nishtha. Nishtha means committed. Darshana means vision. Samyak means oneness. And one who has this type of vision, that person is Paramaha. Shankaracharya is the Utkrishtaha. Utkrishtaha means exalted, most exalted, that Jnani. Mataha means this is contention. Abhipretaha, among all yogis. There are many bhaktas, there are many devotees, there are many people who are given to Upanishad and Vedanta. They are keep on listening, but among this is the most exalted. Utkrishtaha, Bhagavan says. That's why here I have written, when Dvaitam is there, fear is there. According to Pujya Swamiji, wave always thinks I will collapse when I will go down. But if wave has a jnanam, I am a H2O only, then he doesn't have any fear. And he used to say each and every wave, even each and every bubbles, each and every froth are nothing but H2O. That person is Samyak Darshana. That wave considered as a Samyak Darshananist. Everywhere that wave is seeing nothing but only water. Same way this Jnani is seeing everywhere nothing but one consciousness only. And here Bhagavan has completed teaching Arjuna. Having listened everything, Arjuna has raised doubt, which is very, very famous. Arjuna uvacha yah ayam yogastvaya proktah samena madhusudana etasya aham na pashyami chanchalatvat sthitim. Look, something is different. Sthitim. Yeah. This is wrong. Because I have copy paste only. But sthiti should be like this. This is sthiti. Sthiti. They have written sthiti. I have taken from Gita Home Study. So this is one mistake in Gita Home Study. 6th chapter, 33, 3rd verse.
Even in my version of Gita, that Swamiji is, it's the same mistake is there, Swamiji.
Yeah. So first time this editing problem. Otherwise, generally there is no any printing
Yeah.
mistake, in Gita Home Study. This is first time. I have noticed also first time. Sometimes we always overlook. We don't know it is just passing from our eyes. First time I am saying sthiti. So Arjuna has asked. Now there is a last portion of this 6th chapter. We have seen everything. Dhyana Swarupa, Bahirang Sadhana, Antarang Sadhana, Dhyana Swarupa also, the result of Dhyana also. Now the obstacles of Dhyana. Now is the topic. That's why Arjuna has raised the question and he says to Lord Krishna, He Madhusudana, one who has killed a demon Madhu is called Madhusudana. He says, Yaha Yogaha Tvaya Proktaha. Right now, the meaning of yoga means the vision of oneness. Everything is nothing, but only one, Ishvara only. That vision is Proktahatvaya, is told by you. And what is that? Samyena. That what I have seen, I have told you. Samyena means oneness. The vision of oneness, which you have told. Etasya. Etasya means this oneness, the vision of oneness. Aham na pashyami. I cannot able to see. Sthiram sthitim. All permanently. Sthiram means always steady, and sthiti means that state. So permanent, that state I cannot see, because every day we are doing different type of transaction with different type of people in the world. And every time we cannot keep that vision of oneness. This Arjuna is honest. He has described, I am not able to see what you have discussed. And he has said, Chanchalatvat sthitim sthira. He says, my mind is always goes out chanchalam. Chalati chalati, it's called chanchalam, which never kept steady, is called chanchalam. He says, because of chanchalatvat, the nature of mind is chanchalam. He always keep on moving. Actually, there are two. Chanchala is a chala, become chanchala. One who keeps on moving, who can never stay at one place, is called chanchala. That's why I say it's difficult to stay on the vision of oneness. What can I do? That Arjuna has raised the question. And Shankaracharya has not written much, even Bhashyam also, because he knows. So he says, Yaha ayam yogaha tvaya proktaha. Samyena, the meaning is with the reference of vision of oneness. He Madhusudana, etasya yogasya aham na pashyami. For that yoga, I cannot able to see. Na pashyami. What? That sameness. Na upalabhe. Pashyami is not available for me. Why? Chanchalatvat manasaha. Because of the mind is not steady at one place. Kim, the sthiram, achalam, sthiram is achalam. Mind should remain always steady, stay at one place. But that state, I cannot able to keep that state. And this is very well known. Prasiddha method, Shankaracharya is silent written. This is not problem of only Arjuna, but this prasiddham, this is very common to each and every being, very common. So I was today reading Puja Swamiji's, because there is not much inside this shloka. That's why Shankaracharya ji has written this, but Puja Swamiji has written beautiful one thing. The meaning of Madhusudana means one who killed that demon whose name is Madhu. And he says the meaning of madhu is honey also. It's in Sanskritam, honey is equal to madhu. And we love our ahankara as a madhu. He says our ego, our ahankara, I am something, is like as sweet as honey. Swamiji has written. And that's why Lord Krishna has the capacity, one who can, if Lord Krishna can destroy Madhu demon, so Krishna, with the help of teaching, can destroy our egos with the help of. That's why maybe Arjuna is addressing Bhagwan, Lord Krishna is a Madhusudana. Here I have written Chalati Chalati iti Chanchala. Wandering of the mind. He never stays at one place. Keep on wandering. So this is next impossible for me to keep that mind only at the vision of sameness. It is very easy to talk about it, but it is very difficult to behave with each and every people like this. So this is the problem. Chanchalaha. Not even transaction. He says, even while sitting in meditation also, this is my mind always goes out, because in next he will tell. But before that, I have written something. It's good for us. It says there are 3 types of students. One is called Uttamadhikari. Means one is exalted student. One is the Madhyama, mediocre student, and one who is Adhama. Adhama means lowest category, and to whom we can call as Uttama, most exalted. So it says, while teaching, a student is sitting at that time, that person, student's reception, means reception of is good, reception of teaching is also good, and that can retention also. So that person can listen properly, can receive properly, all Shravanam is good. At the same time, retention is also good. So when crisis come, but that person leaves, when crisis come, he can manage that crisis. He never affected with this crisis. So that person doesn't have problem like Arjuna has. And another category, what I say is Adhamaha. The meaning of Adhamaha means a student who doesn't have reception also while listening. Shravanam is not good. His mind is not with Shravanam also. And if his Shravanam is not good, then how can it keep retention? So that person doesn't have problem. His problem is he's always in crisis, but he never asks, I have problem. But one is mediocre, Madhyama student. Most of us are come in this category, Madhyama. And what is the difference between Uttamaha and Madhyamaha? It says Madhyamaha students, reception of teaching is very nice. That person can understand everything. That student can understand everything, but that teaching doesn't reflect in any transaction. Is always in problem, some crisis, he become depressed, maybe painful, everything. So this meditation is useful, this Nididhyasana, because now we are talking about Nididhyasana. Bhagwan has described for whom? For us. We comes under this Madhyamadhikari. And which type of problems that Madhyama student face while sitting in meditation, we call it a Nididhyasana. That I have written here. Bhagwan has discussed only one obstacle while sitting in meditation. But it says is already 20, but still I would like to say the name of the obstacles of meditation. One is called Layaha. Laya means good sleep in meditation is called Laya. Vikshepaha, what Arjuna has asked, Chanchalatva, Pramati Balavadrudam, whatever, is second. Vikshepaha means obstacle of meditation. Another is called Kashayaha, is another obstacle of meditation. And last one is called Rasasvada. We enjoy meditation like a person who can enjoy liquor, alcohol, they enjoy. Same way, some starts enjoying meditation. They cannot go forward, they cannot change their thinking pattern. Then this is also not good for person. This all are considering as obstacle of meditation. But all details, you know what I have written, we can see next Sunday. Any question?
Correctly said.
We all are madhyama, no?
Always complaining, yeah, we know it, but it can't use it when needed.
So this is all obstacles for us only. Because during this, we face these obstacles, then this retention cannot possible. Because we cannot retain, that's why the problem. Same Arjuna is.
At that time, you don't remember. Afterwards, again, you'll remember.
The shorter that time gets, that is, maybe if you remember next
Better.
day, or remember
Yeah.
that evening, or the next minute, that makes the difference.
Next minute.
Yeah, this is that our Paramarthanandi has given one, FIR. He used to one word FIR. That frequency, intensity, and recovery should become less and less. Whatever reaction we may have, then it should frequency should be decreased, intensity should be decreased, and recovery. If you are hurt with someone, it can be for days and days. Then it starts decreasing. Then still we are on the way of Uttamadhikari,
The Puja Swamiji is to say, even a jnani may say, what? What?
Yeah.
When something happens.
Yeah.
But in the next minute, he says, so what?
So good, yeah. Fine. It is very easy, but still at the time it's very difficult, Yeah.
Yeah, in Maya Panchakam, it's very nice. Swamiji Shankaracharya talks about how you this agatita gatana patiyasi Maya,
Yeah,
like he
Maya.
says. I mean, you can always say that somehow something clouds your vision or judgment at that moment.
Yeah.
Your conditioning or whatever. We have practiced it very hard for 50 years or how many ever years, and now suddenly we want to reverse it.
Unlearn.
Yeah, it's like the mind goes in its own groove, which is already there.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes we just see put our Lord Krishna's life, He has faced many problems, Lord Krishna. Even after Mahabharata, he had curse from Gandhari. Okay, your all Kula will go.
Yeah.
Like what Kaura. But still he accept very gracefully.
Yeah.
So that we can learn from Krishna's life, Whatever he faced many, but he always accept all challenges, all changes in his life.
Always smiling.
Smiling, always smiling
Yeah.
with gracefully. This we can learn from Lord Krishna's life. So shall we do Purna Mother? Om Purna
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamudachyate Purnamevavasishyate Shanti Shanti
Shri Gurubhyo
Hari
Namah.
Om
Hari
Shri
Om.
Gurubhyo Namaha.
Hari Om
Hari Om.
Thank you.